Welcome my friends. This week's episode 6 is again a bit different, but this time because the fight is pretty special. And it is not just about knuckle knife versus levering, it is also about using a Mosin indoors. You know the times when you think to yourself or tell your mates that you're running a long ammo rifle and that your loadout is not meant for going inside? With this match I want to show why the Mosin is such a good weapon. And it's not about the headshot capability, which it clearly offers with those clean iron sights, if you bring the aim. But even without a superb aim, it can be your all-purpose rifle. Indoors, outdoors, close, mid and short range. A fast shooter with a fast magazine reload, high damage, high penetration. Don't underestimate the panic you send your enemies into when you tag them once and they are already in their last bar. Not the same panic as the Sparks, but still very intimidating. Oh, and this episode is also a good showcase for the importance of team communication. My first victim was just unlucky. Not much he could do. Props for pushing though. For the Miku down there, my aim is not on point, but landing a hit helps to make them retreat. I was kinda expecting her to reappear on the left. I'm telling my mate about the red barrel and was asking if it was trapped. He says, no, but I got incendiary ammo. When I tell him that the Miku is there, he goes for the boom. But she survives behind that pillar. Enough distraction for my next headshot though. And there is the last one, I guess. You can hear his steps and the ducks. Just a little side note. What would you say was their biggest mistake? I'd say they were too separated. The first one rushed in and got taken out because Miku was too late holding my window. And the last one, well, he actually comes after the party. In these situations, it might be risky to push out because there could already be another team close. But still, I didn't want to let him rest Miku. It's kinda sad that they actually didn't have a real chance for a fair fight, just by messing up the timing. Anyways, enough of that sympathy. It was actually nice to see how a Mosin body tag sends people into oh shit mode. He even healed himself, but it was not enough to tank another long ammo round. And now I'm getting in trouble for looting for too long. Stupid me. We hear steps from 75 direction and my mate confirms. But then I somehow think it were just the ducks we heard, so I even dared to loot the Miku as well. What a fool I am. My mate tells me that they are even disarming traps already. Time to get in fast. Very risky, could have died here. Why am I looking at this wall? Well, because I wanted to make sure that this black hole is not a headsman in crouch. Rearming the trap costs time, but it's actually a good alert measure if somebody activates it or even just disarms it. Even with Poacher, you can hear it. And if somebody gets caught by it, they either retreat or push through and are bleeding already. Also, the damage of a bear trap renders people into a one-hit kill with a Mosin. And a lot of other guns. The next few minutes are quite eventful. And since it doesn't take too long, I will just let you watch the fight first. And then we have a little recap about the things that were going on. I will indicate the recap part by a thinking cowboy in the top left. Okay, recap time. I call out the metal roof steps for my mates, even though they probably hear it themselves. This is again just calling out everything that could be of interest for the team. I also let them know some information about the hunter's skin, so I say white shirt with a hat. I forgot to tell if female or male, which is pretty important due to the death scream sounds of hunters. Because with more and more information, you can actually make up a list in your mind of the hunters who you saw and who should be dead already. I will get back to this topic when the lonely howl that I never see in this fight dies. While my mate in this building calls out the enemy at the hole, the other mate that was in the barn building tells us that he died to a lonely howl with a shotgun. Not much we can do about it right now, so we're focusing on the closer enemies. As soon as the banish is complete, I want to get my hands on a bounty to get some intel, but there is a bone dog inside and I body tag him. You will see quite a lot of body tags in this building. I mean, sure, I would love to land some headshots instead, but somehow I cannot force myself to aim at head levels. It just feels like I would deny myself of the opportunity to see the enemy's shoulder or arm first when they peek. I know it's actually the suggestion of some high elo content creators, but I still don't feel it. It's definitely also a matter of distance regarding the amount of visual blockage your gun causes in ADS. I think I just need some more hours of experience. Maybe. At the same time, the female white shirt also pushes in. She gets hit by my mate, and while I am trying to spot her for the kill shot, I see the bone dog too late, but I know he's gonna come around the right side. So I evade that side and retreat towards my mate that is holding the, from his view, left side of the first floor. While I'm circling around in the back to push the right side again, my mate kills the white shirt, and I manage to land the second body tag on the dog to finish him. I hear steps to my lower right. I guess it's outside at the ramp upstairs, and I ping the direction for my mate while telling him. Our dead mate just reminds us that he has been killed by a lonely howl outside, and this is important. Do not hesitate to tell your mates twice. They could have forgotten in the heat of the moment, and it can actually complete the list. Maybe the lonely howl is the mate of the white shirt and the bone dog. If not, there are still two teams around. Also very important to know or to take into consideration at least. My living mate is looking for the shotgun to switch to some close quarter weapon, while I am picking up a bounty and scanning for more foes. Note that I'm actually failing to spin a full circle, because my attention is needed in the close northeast. There are actually two hunters, one outside on the floor and another one pretty close on the roof or around that brick wall hole. My mate holds the northeast direction with a shotgun, so I move towards my dead mate and scan again for the missing angle. And voila, I see an enemy at the corner of our ruin, and I immediately call out lonely howl below my ping. I switch to my frag bomb and start to cook. Actually, I'm trying to throw it into a hole of the roof at my side of that wall. But since I don't find a spot to drop it in, I change my mind and throw it over that wall towards the outside of the building. Well, right choice. I make him bleed. I scan again and can see two in front of my living mate and two to the west. And again, several things happening at the same time. My mate is throwing a dynamite, which might have convinced the red shirt to push with a knife and killing my mate. I hesitated to shoot because I didn't want to kill my mate. Actually a mistake. You should just shoot. Team damage has such a low factor that I would suggest to always go for a shot. But somehow, sometimes you just don't do it. Anyways, I hit the red shirt. If you ask me, I either should have hit his head or completely miss him. But online games, ping, desync, whatever. Buddy tag it is. I switch to my sidearm and get the second hit on him, just in time to kill him before he knifes my face as well. And if you ask me again, this time I would actually say he should have hit me, maybe even trade with me. So, not gonna complain too much here. The other death sound, by the way, should be of the lonely howl in the west. You could not only hear a male dying, but also a female melee attack. But let's be very clear here. I can only deconstruct this while rewatching the fight. Directly in the moment, I might have heard it and maybe even took it into account subconsciously. But yeah, just always take my commentary with a grain of salt. We must assume that the lady in the west, the red shirt, and the other person on the roof are a team. And voila, here he is, scaring and soon levering the shit out of me. He hits me and I land another body tag. Now it's my time to melee. I push around the left and have the curtain as a visual cover that helps me close the gap. But Mr. Levering had the same idea. Glad he is levering and not actually aiming, because he might have killed me here. There might be some situations, but I usually would not lever a Centennial. Okay, rest fast, reload and check for enemies. One person left. It is the female that killed the lonely howl. Oh, and can you guess what makes me a fool right now? Exactly, I didn't heal up. And since I did hit her with a Nagan poison, I get too cocky and wanna finish her while having 100 HP, which is my death sentence. Boom, Martini says bye bye to the fool. I'm telling my mate that he might be able to rest and that he has necro. He reses me directly while the white shirt is entering the trappy path into the building. To be honest, I expected her to use that glitchy jump to get on the roof directly and push in the triangle-shaped entrance upstairs. But she went downstairs. After she disarmed the bear trap, I'm using my wreck shot and trying to block her way up, while my mate is going for the necro res on the still dead partner. Actually stupid of me to not just directly heal to 125. I mean, she has a martini, so I am a one hit, but I should survive a leg shot with 125. We exchange hits on the far ramp, but luckily she's using a shotgun and only scratches me. I didn't expect her downstairs to our ramp though, but again, she only hits probably my legs for 15 damage or so. My mate is also hitting her with his shotgun, but also no serious damage. While I am trying to see her at the ramp, I stumble over the Bone Dog's short Romero. And now watch this. A close one with the axe. I tag her with my shotgun now, and she still manages to kill my mate with her shotty. My second shot finally gets rid of her. GG. After the rest and the loot, we see we are clear. What a match! The team details reveal the whole chaos. That's it for today. Thank you for watching and all your support. I would really appreciate if you say hi on Twitch. I'm even considering to have an English stream once or twice a week if you're interested. Leave a like and a sub if you dare to. I wish you all a happy new year and bye bye.